What is up with it? Welcome back to Someone's PC. It's been 2-3 months since we did a video. It's been a while. We've been doing articles and killing it lately with a lot of testing. So, thank you guys for watching. We're going to do a meta breakdown of London Internationals and how we expect the upcoming League Cups to go for Q2. Which I think a lot more Americans are going to be going to at least, right? Like London only has like select like competitive view, but in terms of the general community, they're like, what should I play in my cup and why should I be playing it? So that's gonna answer all your questions here. Yeah, let's just jump right into it. So, does everyone agree that Gardevoir is the best deck in the format?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay. The only argument I could see is Drampagarb potentially being there. And I don't know. I just don't. I like Garbodor, but I feel like I draw more off of my own ends in Garbotoxin to my opponent than they do, and that really scares me. Like considering it for a top level play. So
yeah,
Gardevoir. Which deck do you guys expect to see? Which version of it do you expect to see the most? Like a Kian's top 4 heal build. And
it's Mark's.
Oh, Mark. Sorry, Mark's top 4 heal build, and or Pablo's winning one. I feel like everyone is really taking in the whole Buzzwole hype, and the players that are like trying to go super safe are gonna play Mr. Mime, and then a majority of the Americans don't respect Mime or just don't want it. They're like, it's a win more card and I can just play without it. So, Kian, how do you feel about that, dude?
I think people are like, I know other players are like shifting more of their Gardevoirs to like Max Potions. It's more like healing approach. Like, I think Max Potion is really strong in deck, and it's really good against Buzzwole in general, even Mime too. So like, I feel like they're sort of evolving. Yeah, but I still think the like Pablo's the optimal list. That list is really good too. Still, it's really consistent. In general, the deck's just really good.
Yeah, it's really weird. Drew, besides not entering the tournament, what would stop you from playing Gardevoir?
I wouldn't play Gardevoir.
Particular reason why?
Because I played it for Worlds and it was crap.
Because you draw like crap, or
yeah, it was really bad. I was playing Sylveon in Parallel Cities and everything, and I just
you were on the meta before the meta became the meta.
I was, and it was just crap. Oh, no. I got wrecked by the Galissapod deck, so it was just bad.
Okay, that's solid reasoning. Like I had my one bad experience with it in was it Fort Wayne where Kenny got 9th.
Yeah, Fort Wayne.
Okay, yeah,
I wasn't there.
I won't play in
Hartford
again.
Hartford.
Oh, Hartford. There you go. So many tournaments.
When I was actually at.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't there.
Sosa, will you play Gardevoir or no? And what's another reasoning behind it of why not?
See, I wouldn't personally play it just because I've seen the experiences. Like, I know I might luck. I'll be like exactly like Drew, where it's just like I'll just draw like shit the entire time. But if I would somehow get convinced to and paid to play this deck, I think I would do like a more heal variant. And
Hi, Kian's mom. Alright, Kian's going away for a bit. So just because you're going to draw bad, you need to get paid in order to touch it.
Yep.
Okay. Johnny, what is
Yeah.
I don't think you've ever played Gardevoir. You're not. That's not a Johnny Rabus deck. You know.
It is not. It's still in my top 3, but I would not touch it.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing about Guardian. I think it's in everyone's top 3 fallback. If I'm really that like upset and mad about it, I just expect a lot of non-top 16 Americans going over there just to saying I'm gonna just play Gardevoir, just because it's the best deck, and they're just gonna play a lot of heal cards and then play test the mirror match a lot, which I personally think, while it's skillful, is super luck based, at least in the like early to mid game swing. Like if I get a turn 1 Guzma KO your artillery and then you just dead draw off of the end.
I hate the mirror match.
I hate it too.
The mirror match is so dumb.
But
I even played Ditto at Worlds for the mirror match, and it was still dumb.
It's because you're playing all those cards in your deck.
Yeah.
It was one Ditto. It was dumb.
A whole Ditto.
Might be a different reason you did bad at Worlds.
Oh yeah, and then everyone draws Parallel City, the one of like it's nothing, like in their opening hand, and then whenever I see it, I have to like Sylveon for it, and then they end me out of it. I'm like, okay, this is fair. This is totally fair, guys. So I mentioned in my article behind the paywall, Mill Tank. Has anyone tested it?
No.
The Moo Mill Tank. It's pretty good. It's pretty good, dude.
Is it?
Yeah, like there's. I up the Guzman count to 4 and then put two Flowstone in, and then I would let my guy get hit. Instead of max potioning, I'm just like Guzman out your guy, bring up Mill Tank, attach DCE, Secret Spring, heal 180, and then retreat and take a knockout. And they're just like, wow, this is stupid. So it was a lot of cute shit. And then it's pretty tanky for and it's only one prize, so I don't mind it. It was like a good option to get rid of a max potion. And I also played a heavy field blower account, so I can pop off Garbotoxin, retreat, go into the max potion madness, and go into the heal madness without playing a max potion against Garbodor, which is just adorable. But
yeah, if you're going that route, you definitely need a third field blower.
Mm-hmm. I really agree with that. I think everyone's still going like some 2. I put 2 on my list online, but I really want a third. If anything, a 4th if I'm really mad. But I still want to play Guardy. I don't want to.
I think all you need is 2. Yeah. You can GX attack and get it back.
I just play Parallel Cities.
Yeah.
Angry.
Oh, and in that version, I guess Blower is better because of Mill Tank.
Yeah. Okay. Moving on from Gardevoir, I think we all know it's really good. Everyone should be playing Sylveon now, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. At least a 1/1.
Yeah.
Okay.
At the very least.
Yeah. Next up is the number 2 in the format, Drampagarb, and the list is pretty much set with what Xander Perot and I think Sam Chen talked with, where it's like a 1/1 Espeon. I know people were trying to get cute and try out Shining Jirachi and like Latios now, so you might see that teched in, especially considering it's Europe and they always come out with some wacky things from players that are like just outside the cups of being in their top 22. So, how do you guys feel about Garb? Would you personally play it going into the tournament? We'll go backwards this time. Start with Sosa.
If I would play Garb, I think it would be like my third choice, honestly. I actually kind of consider it by watching a couple people playing it and just like actually trying the deck. I kind of like it, but it's too lenient for me to actually take it, but it's something I'm actually considering. So,
okay. Any particular tech in your build?
At least Katana. At least Katana, Palmeria. Those are the 2 for sure I would add if I play it.
Palmeria, wow. How are you guys? Or I'll just go to Johnny on this one. Have you tested with Garb at all yet? Like,
yeah, I've been playing Drampagarb for quite some time.
Yeah.
But that would definitely be my second choice if I could actually 10 Linden.
Okay.
I really like the deck.
Yeah. Don't you? Do you think you get swept by the new Zoroark hype? Because Zoroark itself is a really good attacker against Garbodor. Or does it seem like you can honestly deal with it?
Drampa can handle it.
Okay. Yeah, Righteous Edge.
They'll attack you, and you can just Righteous Edge everything off.
Yeah.
If they take a Poton hit, it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Makes sense. All right. Kian, how do you feel about Drampagarb, dude?
It's probably like my backup. Like honestly, like I played Garbodor at every major tournament since this came out.
I mean, you've done well with it. It's like treated you well, so.
Yeah. I've done pretty well with it. I mean, it's like my comfort deck, like Israel for Dark right now.
Would you go any cute text, Jirachi, anything like that, or no? Just consistent, pretty much the same as already is, or.
I was like, I'll try and Jirachi, but I haven't tested the deck too much because the deck I've been testing much is like Gardevoir, but Drampagarb's still really good in my opinion.
Yeah. Okay. And Drew, if you make the tournament, is Drampagarb in your radar or absolutely not?
No.
Okay, yeah,
no. I want to have fun.
So. Oh, okay, so here's another reason why I kind of dislike the deck right now. It's it gets like it can lose to end late game because like you only play like 4 Sycamore, which is like I kind of noticed when I played at Vancouver. I'm like, wow, if I don't draw Sycamore right here, I'm gonna lose.
Yeah, that's why I play the young Marshadow.
I mean, you're playing your own Garbotoxin. That's the thing, though. It's like
Field Blower.
You're gonna get Field Blower.
Chill. Then I'll just do Lele Field Blower. Yeah, so that's my like one problem with it because there's just no VS Seeker. I crap out mid game or late game because I don't have draw because my own Garbotoxin's killing me.
Yeah. So in my testing, I've actually noticed that I like a thicker Espeon line than what everyone's going on with, especially going into this like Buzzwole kind of Zoroark era, where I'm like, I kind of want a 2/2 Espeon.
I can see that. It's really good against Gardevoir.
Yeah, it's like
Super good against
that, and then
using a Buzzwole turn 1 seems really nice.
Yeah, for 120.
It's like
Yeah. No, for
oh,
yeah, for 120 with a ban, pissed.
I forgot it's weak to it.
Yeah, so I don't know. I think you might see a little bit more of that, but generally the guard deck is pretty much all the same. Yeah. Recommended for League Cups. You guys say play one of those two, right? Like I know we're all thinking London, but for like the people that just want to go their Sunday League Cup and bring home a top 4, top 8.
Yeah, most likely.
Oh, absolutely.
I think both decks require some skill too. It's rewarding.
Yeah.
Very.
Oh, especially when your opponents misplay against you. Like those are the ones you run away with it. Like if they attach the wrong thing in the wrong place at the wrong time against Guardian, you're just like pop, it's all over.
Gardevoir's like pretty punishing deck, and Gardevoir like Magic Orban's a really skillful attack too. Yeah. And Twilight.
Yeah. All right. Moving on from that stuff. Fire decks. Either Volcanion Igor build or Ho-Oh Sozazo Madness. I personally don't expect to see this at all in Europe, and everyone's telling me otherwise. So I don't know. How do you feel about that, Drew? Like,
I think it's going to be popular.
Okay.
I think Ho-Oh Salazzle is going to be more popular, but I think regular Igor old version is much better.
You think they're going to take that bad Guardian matchup, dude?
Yeah.
I don't think people will play that because of that matchup. Man, I think the deck died because of that.
I don't know. Volcanion has like the ride or die fans.
Volcanion's more viable.
Yeah, that's fine. How's the Trampagard matchup from Volcanion's end? The latest.
It's not bad.
It's like 50-50?
It's close.
Yeah, it's really close. It's really close.
Okay. Any new techs that you would play inside Volcanion? Or like include your own mime? Like you mentioned that earlier when we were just
yeah, I'd probably throw in a mime, but that's about it. Just for the Buzzwole.
Don't you really like cream them though?
Yeah, you pretty much do unless they play Muck.
30-30, like you don't need a mime.
Like that was like because I was testing that matchup. Like Volcanion just straight up overpowers the deck because you're like 3-shotting them and they're like 1-shotting you.
Mm-hmm. I think mime is much better right now than it seems.
Yeah. Would you play the Guaranteed promo overall in every deck we just mentioned, guys? This is just a general question for everyone. Yeah.
Yes.
Not in Garbodor.
Oh yeah, not Garb.
Okay.
Garb.
No, of course not.
Yeah.
But
I feel like with Gardevoir Sylveon, I feel like the Greninja matchup's like 40-60. Because the play parallel play is really good against Greninja.
Yeah. Toss back your ninjas.
Yeah, so I feel like it's like a 40-60.
I like how it plays fire.
Especially if they copy Michael Long's build and they like open Lele or bench Espeon EX or something stupid, and you're just like, you don't even have a Frog active. You just
it's a negative matchup for sure, but it's beatable.
I noticed Gallade does a lot of work in the matchup, and most people don't go.
Yeah, early Gallade's really good against Greninja.
Super good. Okay. Sosa, how do you feel about Fire? And you probably haven't touched it because you've been kicking everyone in the face with Ninetales and Solali.
I don't think it's gonna be that popular. I think it's gonna be like maybe 15% of the field, in my opinion.
That's popular.
Like maybe
15%.
That's so much.
That's a lot, dude.
15?
15 out of
15's
750.
a huge percent.
Out of 750. Oh.
15? Oh, okay. 10%. Okay,
112 and then half of a deck.
It's a lot.
Okay, it won't be that many. I think it's gonna be like maybe 50 to 60 people playing the damn thing. But I mean, the deck itself is like, if it runs, it runs. I'm not a big fan of it. But I don't know. I just rather just shit.
You know who's gonna play it?
Than actually do the damn thing.
Yeah.
Who's gonna play it?
My boy Pedro Torres is gonna win London with it.
Probably.
All right, Johnny Kian, any thoughts on Fire? Don't really care. Same old.
I think Ho-Oh Salazzle's bad. Once Gardevoir decks start running Sylveon, it was a wrap. Then Volcanion, like I think it was a good surprise at Hartford, but it doesn't beat good Gardevoir players in my opinion.
I can agree with that.
I pretty much agree with that. Like, it's so weird. The Salazzle one's done. However, Salazzle is absolutely done, but Volcano will still stick around, and a couple will probably day 2, but I don't see it going to top 8.
Oh yeah.
Solid. Enough of fire. I don't expect to see it. Are they gonna run Enhanced Hammer though? Like Igor and Olin did.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good in there.
Yeah. Sweet. Ninetales Zoroark. This got hyped up by Jose going nuts at all his League Cups, as well as people copying the list, yada yada yada. I think people really, really like it. They're even putting it in their top 3. I don't. I just think it auto losses to a mime in any deck that's prepared for any kind of bench poking. So, Johnny, how do you like the deck? Do you think it's even strong? Like, you put it in the top 3?
I actually think it's really strong. It should be near the top, but I don't think it'll be good enough to win the event. If you're trying to day 2, I think it'll be enough to get you there.
Okay.
I don't think a mime will beat it, but it's definitely more difficult for the Ninetales player.
Gotcha. Drew, thoughts?
I like the deck. I honestly think it's really fun, and I think it's a top tier deck. I agree Mime really sucks, but I think people are underestimating Mime and aren't going to throw it in. Like, a lot of players think they just don't need it, and if they do against a deck like this, because if you aren't playing Mime, it can just destroy you. The deck can just dominate you.
Fair.
So, I like the deck. I'm considering it.
Okay. Sosa.
That's my number 2 choice. But yeah, mime is not as bad as people think. I mean, if you want to you can just get rid of it and make them waste their rescue stretcher for it. But I feel like just like Johnny, I think it makes it day 2. Winning might be a stretch, but it's doable.
Kian.
I think it's like next tier right after Drampa and Gardevoir. It's like I think it's a good deck, but like my problem was like I can't beat good Gardevoir players with it. They just like bought my Zoroark GX. They go like Guzma, Zoroark GX, or they like bash Corbin for like double Espeon in Parallel City. It's like I can't beat this. And they go like 2 max potions, like cannot do anything.
Yeah.
I mean, like if you just like keep counting them there, like it's like for example, they just get like 2 Gardevoir GXs out there, and if you keep your bench small, you could like try to like trick them and like get into the non-GX Ninetales and kind of lock them out.
Yeah. And it's like when I was testing, like my opponent would just use Gillade all the time.
Yeah, that's
like it's so annoying because it kills the babies. And another thing that's kind of annoying is the Sylveon just kills the Coco right away. If they're smart, they'll attack with the Sylveon.
Yeah, they'll just wind it, and then you're like, you're not gonna Oko me back, and
then you have no Aqua Patch pivot.
Yeah.
It's annoying.
Ugh. Either way, it's still at the top of tier 2 for me.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, it's a good deck. I like it.
Yeah.
But I don't feel comfortable against a good Gardevoir player.
I feel like that's how a lot of people are like viewing things. Like they base their matchups against bad Gardevoir players and just chalk it up as like this is great. But like
it's a huge difference though. Like honestly, like I played Trampigarb at Vancouver. It's like it matters so much. Like that's what it comes down to.
The skill ceiling for Gardevoir is super high. Not the mirror match though. Golly, but the like any particular matchup against Gardevoir and how they're utilizing it and how they utilize Twilight with resource exchange.
Yeah,
like the resource management. So, all right, Buzzwole hype. A lot of people hate it. I think the community is like split down the middle. A whole bunch of people don't like Buzzwole. A whole bunch of people like Buzzwole. I've been ride or dying it with like a Garb build, a Lycanroc build, a Zoroark build. It was my number 1 until yesterday during testing when I had to play a bunch of games versus Gardevoir and Garb, and I don't know. I'd get these hands where I'd just get End and then Garbotoxin and lose, or I miss an energy drop and lose against like a turn 2 Rare Candy Gardevoir. So I don't know how I feel about the deck right now. I still think it's good, but to say it's like tier 1 it would be a stretch, at least for me. So Kian, how do you feel about it, dude?
I think it's okay. Like it could be. I think it like the Gardevoir build. Like it could be Gardevoir.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I haven't tested the Trampigarb matchup. If they're an Espeon GX, that sounds rough, but I think it's an okay deck. The card has potential.
Okay. Drew?
I love it, but I was always a Landorus player, so I really just like that card. I guess.
30/30 with a strong.
Yeah, it's great.
Pretty good. Johnny.
You already know I love the card.
Yeah. I mean, don't you have you have this Gengar build running around that you're working on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm loving that thing.
That's actually super funny. I gotta test that a little bit more.
We need to test that a little more.
Yeah.
But,
People are also doing the Decidueye and what's the final Golbats. Like they're trying whatever they can to spread.
it's basically Landybats 2.0, and I don't like either of those versions.
Mm-hmm.
The Lycanroc one I don't find a good. It's just super aggressive.
It's just angry, dude. He's a dangerous rogue. As soon as possible. Kill the Guardy.
Garb's okay, but like I said, I'm really loving the Gengar one, and
Yeah. Solid.
so good.
Sosa. Buzzwole. Sucks. Good. Meh.
It's meh. I mean, I still have a soft spot for it since I played Landy Bats back in Boston.
One tournament?
But
Yeah.
One whole tournament.
it's still a soft spot. It got me through day 2.
Okay.
But it's I don't think it's great now, but maybe it could be great later.
Soon.
Sure.
It's like Night Spear, man.
Yeah.
It'll be good eventually.
Honestly, I just want fighting to have some kind of energy, like engine. That's like either through an ability or an attack that's not completely awful, where I have to evolve into it to attack with a Carbink. So
Yeah.
that's right. Deck. Until then, I'm still gonna be grinding a few games, but I'm trying to make it my lead for London, but as of right now, it's struggling with too much. Gliscopod Garb or Gliscopod Zoroark, whichever one you guys want to bring up or talk about. I personally think the deck fell off badly just because the best Gardevoir players just play around it, and the heal really bites you. Like people don't think it does, but like it actually kind of stings a lot. So Drew, do you like Gliscopod still? If so, Zoroark or Garbodor?
I think Zoroark's probably better, but no, I don't like it at all.
Okay.
I think the deck just loses to just about everything now.
Yeah, just because
It doesn't have very many good. Yeah, it beats the spread decks. Like you'll beat the decks like Ninetales and stuff, but that's about it.
Okay.
I don't even think it beats Ninetales.
Yeah, it's like 50-50.
It's like Cocoa Spray
If
once and they can kill stuff.
that.
Oh, but Kukui, Blizzard had one-shot spot, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's problematic.
Dang.
And also, that's because he healed too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think the deck's bad now.
Yeah. Johnny, thoughts?
If I would play it, I'd play the Garb version. I don't like it at all. I think all its matchups are either like 50-50 or just blowouts.
On their end. On their
What?
end, or they blow you out. Not even
Yeah.
like,
But like the 50-50 ones are like with the Gardevoir, with the Drompagarb, like the stuff you don't want to be 50-50 against.
Okay. I guess that's everyone's general opinion on it, right? I feel the same way. And Sosa, Kian, yeah.
Yeah, like once Gardevoir decks started running Sylveon, it's like remember early in the format, like Gardevoir decks were running Vulpix and Deancey, like go N and Gardevoir Toxin,
First impression.
and then Gardevoir would not recover. But now Sylveon has that crutch where like they just set up behind it,
Yeah.
and it just buys a couple turns, and it's like okay, can't be this anymore.
All right, the inconsistent madness that some people seem to top with Greninja. This is number 3 on my tier list for top tier. I think Greninja's good. I won't touch it. I will never play it in a big tournament. But I respect it as a deck. I guess. So usually we just went to you, but we'll go back to you, Drew, because you've done so much with the Ninja.
If you want to play one of the best decks in the format, like a top tier deck, like this is the best one to play because there won't be as much mirror match. You're not going to have to play the terrible mirror match.
Is it still terrible? Just run a Ranger.
No, Greninja mirror matches, it's whatever. But it's better than playing Guardy mirror matches. Okay. And you probably won't play against as many Greninja mirror matches as if, let's say, you play Guardy. You'll play against like 3 mirror matches. Greninja, you might hit 1.
Yeah. So I know Greninja players are all very egotistical about their particular deck lists. Not to take a shot at you, but everyone is. Like,
yeah, they are.
If you ask Captain or you or Michael, anyone their opinion on Greninja, it's going to be mine's obviously the best win.
Right.
They could win 3 regionals in a row with their deck, and I still wouldn't care. Like,
That's honestly what it is.
Yeah. So, what's your hot tech, and what do you consider for trainer wise? You know, like.
I don't know. I really like Michael's list. I think it's actually really solid. I think the Espeon's trash, but other than that, I think the list is actually really good. Okay. I would be playing Max Potions, multiples.
Kind of like a Frog.
Kind of like what I did last year at London, with Max Potions and Energy Denial.
Dude, E-Hammer's so good in that deck.
Oh, you mean when everyone else was topping with your list?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I would play that. I played something very similar because it's the same concept. People are going to be playing the Giratina promo.
Yeah.
And where you have to try to win the 2 or 3 shot races. So be E-hammering the DCs or the counter energies, whatever we're up against. Mm-hmm. And then we'll be max potioning and hoping for the best. I think that's the best way to play going into London. Same as last year. It came full circle.
This stupid game. But alright, so Kian, Johnny, any thoughts different? We kind of went to like the Greninja Master on that one. I think everyone thinks it's a good deck. Like we all kind of respect it, right?
Yeah, like I like it because like as we said earlier, like pods like decreasing in play, and like I don't think that many players like will actually play Tina promo, and I don't like this notion that Greninja is a consistent deck. I think it's like a bit more consistent than before, but like. It's still a good deck. I like it a lot because it has good matchup against Trampa and Gardevoir, like slightly favorable matchups. And like there was a couple cards I was testing. I was testing like Counter Catcher and Gladion, and they're pretty okay. But I might have it as an option for London. I'll bring it with me.
Okay. How does Gladion help?
The Frogadier prize, like instead of Skyla for let's say like
benching development. All right, that's fine.
Yeah. Okay, let's say like I want an Evo Soda for a Skyla or something, or Skyla for Evo Soda. Like, okay, this could be the same thing as Gladion, but I don't have the price problem.
Okay.
And I don't know how good Counter Catcher is. I just cut like a third choice fan from Long's list for it, and I might switch it back, but I'm gonna keep testing it a little bit more.
Good thinking. All right, we'll go to Sosa on this one. Silvally, you put out your article on it. We had a psychic version. We had a metal. No, we had a dark version.
Dark.
What do you want right now, and why is it dark?
It's actually right now I'm actually more focused on the metal one. I wasn't convinced at first, but then I started like talking to a couple people with their different ideas, and I'm starting to like it. But my fallback is the psychic one. I still think the psychic is still the better one, just because I discovered like I took out the Zoroarks and all that, and I started adding Espeon GX, which is like improved my Gardevoir matchup a little bit more. But it's still both full stable Canyon, so I'm hoping the hype full Canyons will come up. But everything else I'm pretty fair with. So
I wouldn't expect it, but 15% though, dude. You're giving it
15. You're gonna be hitting a couple of them, dude.
All right.
No.
Is there anything cute about the latest one you've been testing? Do you have Registeel? Baby Cobalion, obviously.
Scizor is the one I've been working with. Just for 2 energies with the choice band, and you bring it from the bench to the active. You can one-shot a Gardevoir.
Yeah, pop it enough. Okay.
And then Cobalion for late game.
Does anyone else have their own Silvally deck in the back pocket that they think they're gonna pull off? And how do you guys even deal with Gallade? Kicking the entire game.
Well, Gallade, you go with if you're playing the psychic version, you have like different attackers. Like I put more focus on the Espeon as an attacker.
Yeah.
But you also have psychic memory, or you could kind of like with the metal version, you kind of bait them. Like you use Katana to waste their DCE, and then you like Registeel poke it for 30 to put it to the perfect 20 math.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't need a memory.
That's not bad.
And other than that, or hit it with a Cobalion.
Until they rescue Stretcher it and kick you in the face with it. Ugh, gosh. I think this is the main reason I kind of hate the meta right now. Gardevoir has too much. Like Sylveon, Gallade, and then its own.
Gallade's so ridiculous in a deck. Like I would like. Yeah, like after some testing, like why does this deck have Gallade?
Yeah, like you shouldn't have all of this.
Right.
Like your GX is bad enough, but all that. Johnny, any Silvally decks? No.
Not really.
All right. I don't know how I felt about it. Last deck of the format or London discussion, Metagross. I think it's tier 3 garbage, but it can run into a lot of Gardevoir and get there. So,
Yeah.
Kian, how do you feel about Metagross, dude?
I don't like it. I don't think it I don't think it barely beats Gardevoir, like because Gardevoir could still parallel it at a good time.
Mhm.
But that's still a shaky matchup. I think it's a little bit favorable. I think Garb is not actually a good matchup for it because like SP on the X, like there's so many obstacles and like you run field blowers, max potions, choice bands, rare candies, all these items and trash lines will start to pile up and like yeah, I don't like it at all.
Yeah, the last original we saw out of EU, there was like tons of Metagross on stream and it being mentioned in like all the like term reports and stuff, and then you look in day 2 and it was just nowhere.
Yeah.
Like it's like congrats, like you guys just barely missed out on day 2, but that's the inconsistencies of running like both Metagross and it's sad to say the 180 off the band just doesn't get the job done in a lot of matchups, you know?
Yeah.
Especially like if you're teching for so many other things and they just finish you off like double band and then hit you with the Lele and you're like, what the frick is this? So
Yeah.
I'm seeing that happen way too much. Alright, is everyone's opinion on Metagross the same? Like, do we have anything new to add? Obviously, you get Kartana now, so you have a like cute little GX attack. If you want an algorithm,
It's.
yeah.
I think next.
I mean, you get cute with it. You go out of counter energies, so like when you use the GX attack, you can set up like cute little plays.
Yeah.
Man, I'm just gonna get end, bro.
Ends for days.
I mean, still,
It's so
It's-
bad right now.
it's my
even
20th
start
choice.
anymore, like consistently.
Okay. Sure. That's pretty much it, guys. We're just gonna go around, and if you guys have, what would be your play for a League Cup? Just in terms of like consistency or for your area, if you guys weren't going to London, which I think is only John who's staying here, which I hate him for because he should be coming with us. But Drew, what's your League Cup play?
Greninja.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
I think it's really good.
All right,
I
Kian,
think it's great. And at League Cups, people don't play Tina Prima.
that's true. Kian.
Greninja, Drapagard, or Gardevoir. Like I feel like those. I would play any of them at a League Cup. I feel comfortable with all three of them.
Just scout the meta and be like, all right, this is the play.
Yeah, I feel like they're all three well-rounded decks though to win.
Okay. Sosa?
The same choices I have for London, either Savali or Ninetales.
Yeah, you always do play little crazy stuff, so that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And Johnny.
League Cups, I played a Buzzwole Gengar, man.
Yeah.
So good.
Steve.
Otherwise, I play Jump on Garb.
Okay. Good to see.
I like his hand.
Alright, so finally, shout out to our sponsors, Ultimate Guard. Also, shout out to CCG Castle and Yeti Gaming for getting us all the cards we need in time for London. CCG Castle set a priority, so that was like the next day. I don't know. I'm looking forward to London. I think it's going to be really, really fun, but the meta is super whack right now. I think Gardevoir is just a little unhealthy. We need that Solgaleo like next set. Like immediately.
That card is so
Like,
sick.
we need, like,
Right.
now. It's too good. But alright guys. Thanks for tuning in to Someone's PC. We'll be back with more videos sooner rather than later. We're trying to get a couple more things going with the website as well as like all the time that we have spread out over the team. Take it easy.
See you later, guys.
Yeah.
Later.